Have you heard? Apparently, there is a revival happening at Asbury College in the middle of Kentucky. That's right, they started a chapel service just over a week ago, and it's just kept going. Now, seemingly around the clock, hundreds and hundreds of college students and now other people from around the world who've come to see what's happening are gathering for worship, to sing, to pray, to hear God's word preached. Lives are said to be being changed. A palpable presence of God is said to be hovering over the place. They say a revival is happening. And maybe it is. I'm not at liberty to say. But here's what I am at liberty to say. God shows up like that. Well, maybe not exactly like that, but God does show up each and every week when you go to church. I know. You knew I was going to say that, and you're about to tell me, no, Matt, it's not the same thing, but I'm here to tell you, yes, it is. In fact, it's probably even more of a sure thing. It's not as exciting of a thing, but it is a sure thing. Each and every week when you gather at church with all those other normal, sinful people, God promises to be there. Not just talk of God or an idea of God, but the fullness of God promises to be there with us. When we gather around his word, he's there. When the preacher is preaching and pointing to Jesus, he's there forgiving sins, strengthening faith. When you see someone who's being baptized, young or old, you see God reaching down from heaven, claiming someone, naming them as his own, bringing them from death to life. The God of the universe is doing that in your midst. When you walk up to the communion rail and you take and eat the bread and the wine, the body and the blood, Jesus Christ is there to fill you and to forgive you all over again and to strengthen your faith. God is there, palpable, present, powerful. It's promised to you. And I know it's not as exciting as whatever is happening in the middle of Kentucky, but it is no less real. In fact, you could argue it is even more real than whatever's happening there. Again, I don't want to take away anything from it, but God has not promised to show up in Kentucky. He has promised, however, to show up at your church. And if you show up, you'll encounter him.